Welcome back to another episode of Geekified. It's 1995. Christopher Lambert's just off the back of Highlander, and he moves into a video game Hollywood production of Mortal Kombat. The trailer is just out. Here we go. Right before we even start this discussion, get yourselves over to another platform. We don't have it. It's a trailer for Mortal Kombat. It just came out today. What a legendary film. Absolutely brings back so many memories to me from being about 12 years old, sneaking into what probably was an 18 film to see this. So today we're here to discuss the trailer and everything about it, and a couple of extra things we've got afterwards as well. So you've got me, Chris. We're here with Tony. And a legendary special guest is back here we haven't seen for a while. It's Nick.
Hey guys.
I say we haven't seen for a while, but I've probably got a couple of episodes that I've not edited yet. The Nick will just pop up. So to you that means nothing, dear viewer. Anyway, so Mortal Kombat. I've watched it. I was quite impressed. It looks quite good. I don't quite know if there's a lot I want to discuss about it yet. Tony, that's the face I would make if I'm going to discuss it with Tony. Yeah, I'm not 100% with it, but we're going to give a quick discussion, like summary of how you feel about what's happened in that trailer. Tony, what's happening? How do you feel?
I'm just like, do we need a Mortal Kombat film? That's what basically, like, okay, well, one, I'm a fan, I loved the video game. I'm a gamer, massive gamer. And it was, when I was a kid in the 90s, it was the game that you were not allowed to play. It was a game that you snuck around to your mate's house because he was allowed to, it was so graphic. It was just so real, it was just something completely you'd never seen before, apart from, Super Mario or things like that. So I love the world. I love the video game of it. Now, obviously, when it was massive in the 90s that video games started getting made into films, because they were very popular from the gaming culture, like things like Street Fighter, for example. But then you always have this problem when you are transferring games to, the cinematic world. Movies. It's the movie is, you've got great characters, great visuals, backstory. It's because at the end of the day, it's a one-on-one fight, and can you do that for 2 hours? I still don't, you just got away with it, I think, in the 90s because it was massive action films. We loved that. That's what we wanted to see. I think we're way past that now in 2021.
Oh, hot take. Nick, what's your feelings on the trailer? What are you thinking for the future of this film?
The trailer itself is actually pretty cool. The CGI in it's really good. Especially with Sub-Zero taking the guy's arms off. It's pretty nifty. Overly graphic is the other major thing coming from it. But I'm on the same camp as Tony. Don't think anyone really wanted nor asked for it, to be honest. But it's Mortal Kombat's, quality. It goes up our way, obviously Tekken, and as Tony saying, Street Fighter and stuff like that. So it's very much going to be a certain demographic of people that are going to watch it, i.e. guys like our ages. It's going to be us that's going to watch it, and that's probably what it's been targeted for. But I don't know what the guys at Warner Brothers have been sitting down thinking, let's make a Mortal Kombat movie. We've not had that in a while. I just don't see how they're going to turn that into a decent film with an actual significant plot line when it is just basically one-on-one fighting.
Yeah. So I agree with both of you just said there. Did either of you see the YouTube videos that were made by some Hollywood producer about 10 years ago? No. So someone, I can't remember his name. I probably could have looked at it, but he basically produced maybe a few episodes of what a Mortal Kombat film would like
yes,
today.
yes, the concept. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so it was like a concept thing, yeah, you're right. So he made that. So I see where they went with this because obviously Christopher Lambert's back in the day 1995 movie is a little bit cheesy, and it looks 90s, it looks that old 80s style martial art fighting and stuff. He says, but then obviously, I think it was 8 years ago, actually, off the top of my head. It'll be 9 years now. That concept video was amazing. It was an absolute, it blew me away when I seen it. So on the back of that, I was thinking, right, when they announced on the Mortal Kombat movie, I was like, right, okay, cool. I get where you're going with it. But I completely agree with you on the worry of what they're going to do, because one-on-one fighting for an hour and a half, 2 hours is a bit difficult. I don't know.
And they try their best. They try, you can see it already in the trailer. It's very, you need to fight. If you don't, your family will die. Or if you don't fight, the world will end. It's a very 90s plot line already. But yeah, like you said, that concept, if I was in charge and if I had to do a Mortal Kombat film, you would do it like they are doing it, just like the games. You make it graphic, you make it real. You don't hide away from the fact, that what Sub-Zero does to people, or Scorpion, you do that. That's what you do. But then you've got to, interlace it with some sort of plotline, storyline. And already the whole birthmark thing that I seen on the trailer, I was cringing. That's not a birthmark. I'm just like,
yeah, I think it's the right direction. I get where they're going, right? So imagine there is realms. So what I've envisioned, or what I was thinking about, was having some sort of like MCU universe thing where loads of different planets and have people who nominate to fight in a Mortal Kombat thing. And I was thinking you could probably get quite a good TV series out of it, following each individual in their home world, like the story of them, how they got to where they are for the big battle and stuff. And I thought that was quite a good idea. But then it's just a film.
Yeah.
I was like,
that would have been cool. A nice little long form series on Netflix or Amazon,
Yeah, and you'd follow each movie, like Katana and Sub-Zero, Scorpion. You follow them as their build up to the battle, and then by the time you get to the end, I was thinking like it'd be amazing. You would have seen everybody's plight and story of why they have to fight in the Mortal Kombat, and then you'd basically be behind every single one of them, like going like your champion behind. It would be a right difficult finale when they're all having to kill each other for the championship. But it's not. It's a film. So I think it's hard to crush that into a film. You know what I mean? It's quite difficult.
But I keep flagging on the reason why I think Marvel was so successful is early on they tried to ground it in reality as possible. It would. I know it's so fantastical, even the world of Mortal Kombat, but even trying to grind, put it into some sort of reality, so you could go, yeah, it could happen. You're not even seeing that in the visuals. It's very, the way they've done it is it is kind of cheesy 90s. It still looks like that to me. It's
making this on the back of what I was saying, that YouTube video, that the concept video that the guy made is such a good way to go. But the problem that I have with that is I don't know if you know music video director Joseph Kahn. He directed most of Taylor Swift's last videos, like most of them. Not that I'm a Taylor Swift fan, I know this.
Tom Selleck.
Just a smidge. Should get my Hawaiian shirt on now for this. But Joseph Kahn basically made an amazing concept video for Power Rangers called Power/Rangers.
Yes,
right. So when I seen that, they announced they were doing a Power Rangers movie, and I was like, this is going to be insane. This is going to be so good. On the basis, it was James Vanderbeek from Dawson's Creek that was the bloody villain in it, and Katie Sackhoff was one of the Rangers as well. It was honestly, my mind was blown when I watched it, and then we got the movie. Mm-hmm. Holy shit, that was a terrible, bad movie. They took the concept of modernizing Power Rangers, they took and just made it a kids movie. Whereas, I think everyone who grew up with Power Rangers was like, damn, if we get a Power Rangers movie like that, it's going to be such a big franchise. And it's going to be such a big hit.
Yeah.
So I was worried about this. Why I'm worried now is I was hoping that they're not going to go down the lines of just making it overly glossy and just a bit shit.
But correct me if you're wrong. And Nick, you can probably Nick, do you think, looking at that trailer, they've added so many? Now we talk about fan service. but they've really done it in all that trailer, that they've done all the iconic sayings and even moves. You see that in the trailer to go, okay, I don't think anyone's going to watch that, but look, we've put all that in. Come and watch it.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to, obviously, was it an octagon in it as well? It was like an MMA ring. So do you think they're going to try and make it, to sort of ground it a wee bit more and put that in very loose inverted commas? They're going to have it as more of an MMA championship sort of thing and have it like that, just to kind of make it more 2021 rather than obviously the casual of 95 that everyone's kind of used to with it. Because that's what I think it'll probably go down the line. Is going to be more MMA style.
That would be interesting.
But I've seen that obviously there's the one-on-one fighting is definitely not just in the Mortal Kombat bit, because the bit when you see Sub-Zero fighting with some guy and he basically ices the place and he's flinging him about. I can't remember who it was he was fighting off the top of my head. I only watched it once. But obviously that one-on-one style battle that is Mortal Kombat is what they're going to get, obviously, with the Scorpion and Sub-Zero running amok wherever they are anyway. So you're going to get that kind of battle style. But the Mortal Kombat itself, I think in the old movies was a bit crud, wasn't it? It was like down on Kano was on a beach fighting somebody, and it was
like
that,
that,
shit.
And even in the character, is it Sonya? It was like, oh, we can't kill a female off. The female needs to survive because she's the love interest. So if we kill the love interest, that'll be interesting. If they actually kill off one of the, kill Sonya off, the love interest, kill her off, and then it'll be like, oh, this is serious. This is Mortal Kombat. Not even she survives, for the story.
Yeah, it's got a tinged look to it for me. Yeah. It's got everything that I kind of wanted to see, the violence, the realistic characters, but it's got this tinge of worry that just looks like it's got that low-level production thing about it. I don't know if it's going to be the story or the way it's shot or the style or something, but I'm worried to put all the good shit in the trailer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is the thing, like even, we're in the sort of the genre now of superheroes, and, we've seen the CGI has our level of CGI now, and what we expect from a movie, to even see it as believable is so high now. So it'll be interesting if it is going to be a success, do you know what platform it's going to be released on? Is it just...
It's HBO Max, and
so
this is another issue.
Max, it's, Oh, well, maybe that's why.
Almost...
Yeah, talking about Warner Brothers, So I didn't know it was a Warner Brothers. When Nick mentioned it, I was like, so do you think they've started to panic? Go, oh, we need content. Let's make it now. Oh, but it's not ready yet. I'll just film it. Someone will watch it.
Fuck it, show them it. It's fine. Just fling it all together. Get 10 editors to edit it and put it together. But so I'm a wee bit cautious. Still optimistic, but a little bit cautious about it. So this brings me back to one other part of the whole problem, which we've not really brought up, is the curse of games being made into movies. So they never ever seem to hit it right. The last time they've hit it right, it's very, very few times they've hit it right. I mean, the last movie that was released relatively recently was Monster Hunter. And if anyone has watched Monster Hunter, I am so sorry for that 2 hour of your life. I apologize on behalf of the director for them, because it was shit, bad, awful, every swear word you could put in this. So that was crud. Monster Hunter is one of the most famous games out there. We've had so many others, but the last successful one that I know of, I can think off the top of my head, is Sonic the Hedgehog. So what do you think? Is this going to fall into the curse of games for movies?
I think they're going to go on a run now off.
I think they're going to go on a run as well, yeah. I think they're going to continue making stuff.
Well, I can't wait till FIFA, the movie, comes out. Great. 24 men on the pitch are controlled by someone else. They don't know which way they're running.
Would that not be Subbuteo, the movie?
So yeah.
So I'm kind of expecting if they've hit Mortal Kombat, I think that probably Warner Brothers is just going to go all out and just start making another Super Mario Brothers will be on the way. We'll have
The sequel, they should have had that. That's one of the of all time mishaps. Should have had a
yeah.
sequel.
Well, I've got it on DVD. I'm a massive fan.
Yeah.
John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins. That was tremendous. Tony Hopper. So good. Underrated gem. So was. Yeah, well, I think it's a bit sketchy from the Geekified team on.
Got The Last of Us coming out as well. It's just,
Yeah.
I bet, will I watch it? Yeah. Like on, when I'm eating my McDonald's or pizza, I'll watch it for the, the fight and the graph. It's, is it going to be an Oscar winner? Probably not. Just, it's very
Seriously doubt
specific
that.
genre, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean we do have a Tomb Raider 2 coming as well now. Obviously the sequel to the first film, and again, why? It was terrible. Great stylized well, I think, but I don't know what the director was thinking. It was just, it never really caught on to it very much in the film. It was just average, which was really disappointing because Tomb Raider is like a legacy film, and obviously Angelina Jolie did it justice when it first came out. So, but yeah. So a lot of caution coming from us over Mortal Kombat. As soon as it comes out, I think it's April it comes out, we will no doubt be giving you a review on it and letting you know exactly what we all think about it. And some of the other guys will probably join us for that once we've watched it. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us for today. Thanks very much, Tony. And thank you very much, Nick. We can do this all day. Or should I say, get over here.
Woohoo!